Top of the day, people. Old Grizzly here. Today, I thought I would run a route that would include salt, pepper, sugar, spices, possibly some recipes, and the occasional bobblehead. Um, for me, being a newer player, I found that this route works pretty good. Um, so we're currently sitting at the West Virginia Lumber Company up here in the very top left corner. So let's get to it, shall we? Now, these guys might be they're they might be red to you. It depends on the um, choices you made during the Wayward quest. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah. Um, if you head over here to this trailer, come in, salt, spices, pepper, salt. Look down here, some industrial shortening. We'll always take some of that. Okay, nothing else here. Normally there's not much of anything else around this area, so I run over here, up the hill, into the building, and boom. There we go. When you enter, you'll turn right into this area. Uh, I'm surprised. There's nothing there, which is unusual. But there are some spices here beside this location. Check back here just in case. Over here, some salt. And that's basically it for this location.
Didn't join up to take orders from the likes of you.
Alright, next. Still staying in this area here. Just right here, Darling Sister's Lab. Pop over there. We will be seeing a few of these loading screens on this one. Now, usually, you'll go over to the right. You're going to have 3 of these guys to deal with. That's it. Done. Now, if you want, in here, there's toy trucks, some wood blocks. Wood blocks give you lead and wood. And the rocket ships and the toy vehicles will give you some screws, springs, sometimes. Just depends. If you come in here, salt, pepper, some sugar up here. Have a quick look around. Not much else in here. Come out of here, go straight over here, right here. Salt, Nuka cherry. Ah, there's the spices right there. Now, if you come here, sometimes if you need soap, there's a whole wheelbarrow full of it right here. And I'll just run over here, grab that, and then we're done here. Next place we're going to is the Aaron Holt Homestead. More loading screens, yes. Now, if you're looking for dog meat, mongrel dog meat, this is the place to get it. Run here. Get about here, you might want to start sneaking or looking around. There's one there. There he is. There you go. That's 3 of them. There should be 2 more down at that building. But for now, unless they want to come after us, we're not being bothered with them. Go in here. There might be a rad roach back here. But for now, you're just going to grab the spices and the sugar. There's also industrial shortening. A hot plate, I always like taking those. Nothing else. And we'll move out. You head straight over here. In here, there is a dog. Sometimes he's downstairs, and sometimes he's upstairs. Yeah, he's upstairs. Just move over here. There's pepper, some spices, industrial shortening, and pumpkin pie. Now, I don't really need that because I'm a carnivore, but I'll take it because I can give it to somebody else. Alright, then from here, we're done. From here, we're going to pop over to Hemlock Holes. This will be it right here. Now, when I started this, I didn't have any spices, any sugar, no salt, no pepper. So at the end of it, we'll take a look-see and see how we're going. There shouldn't be anything here to bother you, except for maybe that cook over there. He bothers you with certain things. When you come in, salt, pepper, just look around. Sometimes there's some fancy lads. Every now and then you'll need those for dailies. Have a quick look. Try to look at this, which, no, obviously, never. Then you'll get sugar there, pepper. Up on top of the fridge is some spices. Look around, bend down, check those, nothing there. And there is a recipe there. That's one I don't have. And that's it. We will, I've never looked back here. Okay. From here, we will go over to Toxic Dried Lake Bed. Alright. When you come out, you'll be facing the direction that you need to go. There are some Mirelurks around. There's 2 here. There's probably one hiding either over here or behind that building. Let's go find out. Sneak damage. Fantastic. Alright. We're going to that location right there. And of course you don't have to sneak. Some of you might be power armor. I don't have that on this character, so I have to be a little bit sneakier. And when you come in, you're going to have this guy, that guy. Try not to use an explosive weapon in here, because if you do, it will throw everything every which way. So, try our luck again. We have no good luck. Nope. Alright. Salt here. Check the tables. There's another salt there. No. Some pepper. Step around. Look underneath. There's some sugar. Rat poison. Always useful. More sugar. Let's see what we got in here. Yep, there's some spices. And I hate it when that thing does that. Nothing in there that I need. Take that. Okay. Alright. And we're done here. So, our next location. Over here at the Palace of the Winding Path. Yes, load screens. One of the best things that Fallout's known for. Load screens. Alright. Head in. Normally I run through here. Keep going. Middle here. If you go, let's see, we'll go to the left. What you want to do is head over here. You will have some enemies in here. Quick, easy, simple. Should just be 3. There are others out here. Close that up. Now over here. So head back down this way. Look on these tables. There it is. Some pepper right there on the second table. Look there. There we go. Salt. Just double check the tables. And then move into here. And here you've got spices. Check the top there. Always need some sugar bombs. Sorry about that. And Abraxo is always a good thing. Check inside the fridges sometimes. They'll have potatoes and stuff if you need to pick that up. And that's it for here. Next location. This is the Bailey family cabin. Now, I go here. There's only one salt and pepper here. You might want to exclude it if you feel that that's not enough for you. That's fine. I just normally go in, grab those, get out. So, there's some scorched here. Again, try not to use explosives. That would be bad. Right here on the table, salt, pepper. You look around, I don't believe there's much of anything else in this location. I don't want to weigh myself down too much here. Oh, look at that. There's a Live and Love magazine there. That was not here the last few times I've been through here. And we're done here. Next place. From here, you want to travel to the Red Rocket Mega Stop. Now, I normally jump down here to the Pumpkin House. You can do here or Freddy's house, Freddy Fear's House of Scares. If you jump here, you're going to have some enemies that you're going to have to take out. So instead, I come to the Pumpkin House. And it's about the same equal distance from each other to the red rocket. So you make the decision on which one you think's quicker. For me, like I said, I come out here at the pumpkin house. There's no enemies that I'm aware of between here and the red rocket mega stop over here. And I've got plenty of AP to run it, so I just run it. It's not a long run. Now once you get over here, once you see that truck right there, you'll start getting into the area right around where that fire truck is. There's a major gutsy, so just be aware. So, see what we can do here. Keep moving. Worry about it. Wait. Kill that. Don't need that. Move into here. I usually move through here. This door. Out here, you will find a couple here. Now that is the first time I've seen that here, but interesting. Now not all of these guys here are red. Ooh, that didn't shoot. So we'll just move in here. This is the door you want to come in. Here, you need to check the tables. These do not have salt or pepper in them, so don't grab them. They're only made of plastic. I don't like that guy. That wasn't here the last time I was here. There we go. Salt, pepper. More salt. Double check back here. Red eggs.
Identify yourself.
Okay. Nope. Double check through here. Nope. There we go. Salt, pepper. Cool, cool. Now, head back over this way. Into here. Check back here. Spices, sugar. Double check along here. Sometimes here. Check back here. Move into here. Always open the fridges just in case. There's some cram if you want it. Always take a break, so. What an interesting spot to be. Up here on the shelf, salt and pepper. Double check this area. More break, so. And then back here, sugar. Check through here. Nada, except from cooking oil. And that's it. Move back here. And off to our next location. The next location is the retreat, which is way down here. Yeah, I know. So we'll move here. This is a place that you don't have to worry about any enemies. There's nothing really here, so you just run in. Now I'll tell you now. This place is a little crazy here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna head this way. Um, you run around here, put the light on, up this area, up here, open the door.
Hey,
When you come
I
in
know
here,
you. I've heard some amazing stories about you.
spices,
Oh, wait,
sugar,
You're a
another
legend
hour
around
for
here.
that food to reheat.
then you'll move out this door
I wonder what everyone's doing today.
into this location. Now, here, check this table for salt and pepper. Check this table that has salt. Look under here, sugar and spices. Sugar, spices. Check the fridge. Check the top. Let's see.
Looks like it might
Nope,
rain later.
not that way. Move across here.
Hey, buddy.
There's
I never
nothing in
thought I could
here.
feel so at home in the apocalypse.
So we are going this way.
I hate this misty
When you come in here, check this area. Look at here. Pepper. Then you got some industrial shortening. You may or may not need that. I can't remember. Hang on just a second. Let's look. Industrial shortening. Probably going to be in junk. Yeah. Industrial shortening
Don't like
is
the fog.
oil.
Even just a mist makes it harder to see.
Oil never goes astray. So salt, pepper. And there's some board games if you need them.
Real nice
And I
view.
believe
Looks like
that
it
is
might
it
rain
for this
later.
location, except for, well, sorry, this is just supposed to be about salt and pepper, but, you know, if I find stuff I need or want, I'm going to
Just
take
about
it.
time to eat.
Alright, from here, I go to Toxic Larry's Meat and Go. Now, Toxic Larry's, when we get there, you'll see, but Toxic Larry's has 3 Snapdragasters. There's always 3 there, unless someone's come before you and wiped them out. They're pretty tough, but when you get your build right, and you'll notice that, you know, like I'm level, what level am I now? Stats, 192. Okay. And there you go. I have to say, the assault rifle is doing quite well. I'm very impressed with it. Let's see. That Furious assault rifle. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. 259 damage. Very nice. Okay. Not what we're here to discuss. Just give me a second. Grab that, that. These guys always give those things that you just saw. That's the only thing here, except there might be a red roach, I think. So, some salt on the table here, some cooking oil over here. You have a look around, up there, squirrel bits. I think those squirrel bits are always there. Don't ask me about the cat meat. I don't know. I don't want to know. You go back up this way. Move out here, and underneath, right here, you'll see spices. And there is a recipe there. If you don't need it, or if you already known it, don't touch it. Then up here, you will find, do that, spices. Sometimes there'll be spices, sometimes there's pepper, sometimes there's salt, sometimes there's sugar. This is a various different things here. And occasionally, if I remember right, there can be a bobblehead here as well. Alright, from here, we're going to Bloody Frank's. And when it says Bloody Frank's, it's going to get bloody. You'll see what I mean. Although, it is kind of fun. Now, mind you, I do a lot of cooking. I like to have buff foods. So this is one of the reasons I've figured this route out. When you get here, that's your first one. That's your second one. They do have dogs, as you can hear. Oh, I missed that one. And that one. Jesus. Where are the dogs? There we go. Finally got them. Really don't like doing that to dogs, but yeah. Now this guy is going to sit up there and shoot like an idiot. He does it all the time. Head up this way. I'm going to move over to this. Now I want you to pay attention here. When you're going up, you want to go, you don't want to go that way. So you sneak around here. There's more there. Now, in here, there's a flame trap right there. So, if you're new and you don't have marsupial, which allows you to jump higher, you're just going to have to go in and deal with that. What you can do, trigger the trap and it'll go off. I'll take that hot plate. And you just need to wait for it to stop. Once it does, move past it quickly because it will go again. There's nothing really in here that you're looking for. I believe we... No. Where are you? Any more? That was my fault. I should have paid attention. Here. You just wait until your danger goes away. What's this? Oh. Alright. See them in there? Alright. Salt. He's up in here. Be careful. Because you see the fluid that's sitting there on the ground? I don't know if you can see it, but you can see how it's been dumped. All of this will explode. You can see the fumes coming up. Over here, you got salt. Cooking oil. Not much else in this area. You need to move this way. Over here will be some pepper. Sometimes you will find recipe or something here, but not today. That's fine. Double check, and we're done with this location. So normally just come back out here.
Eyes on this one. I can't wait to dig in.
Next place we'll go to is down here at the General Steakhouse. And of course, if you do have enemies around you, this is what it's going to do. So get used to that. It's just one of those things. Unless you just feel like going off and killing everybody around, which I occasionally do. And I wouldn't blame you. So General Steakhouse, you don't have super mutants there. But everybody's dealt with super mutants before, so I'll just run over here, drop down, grab my 50 cal. Let's see here. There's one right there. One right there. Then we'll pop over to our pistol. Alright. You come in, there should be one. Wow, that was silly of me.
The buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Okay, where are you guys? There, fine. Yeah. Now, move forward.
So, what is it?
Shit, I think there's another one up there, but right here. Salt and pepper. Move back up into here. Back over here, you should find salt.
It was nothing.
Then, what we'll do is, we know there's one up there. We're going to go ahead and wipe him out. I'm pretty sure there's one up here. See, there he is. But while we're here, right here, there's a recipe. You also got this. Yeah, I think we'll grab that. There is that. Then we'll move over here. He's right here, so he's down now. So Braxo. Again, those are just shakers. They don't have any actual salt in them, unfortunately. So from here you come down. You'll be going down this way. There'll be one mutant hound here. You'll turn right. There's another mutant hound. I think there's at least one more in here, possibly two. You'll move, turn. Another one there. Should be one more in here. There he is. Alright. This area is clear. Now, over here, starting at the door. Of course, you got your thing here. Now, sugar, spices, check the top. Check this side. You got some Abraxo. Water, shortening. Check down here. No. Make sure to check all along. There is a recipe here. I know it. It's not a bad recipe. Then you got that, and always check back over here. Sometimes there will be, yep, that's for shortening. Sometimes there will be something on this middle table. Just look at it. Doesn't take long. Move in here. Look at cherry. And then down here. And that should be it for this area. We'll just double check. I don't think there's anything really in here except for rope poison. Always useful. Acid. No. Okay. So we're done here. Go down. Get ready to go to our next location. Now, from here, we're going to a place called and I think the Bootlegger's Shack had something in it, but I can't remember offhand. If you want to check there, that's fine. I'm headed down to the Crimson Prospect. If there was something here, I'll tell you what, we'll jump over here just in case. If not, then, at least you'll know not to waste your time. I can't see it on my list. I may have left it off. Nothing unusual there. Sometimes I mess up. So here there are a bunch of scores usually. We will go there. All right. Over here, there's some sugar. That's new sugar bombs, I think. Doesn't look like they're radiated, so no, don't need that. Some more rags of cleaner. Let's see here. Some fancy lead. I don't see. Well, there's some more sugar here. Turpentine. Whiskey. Whiskey is good for great mentats. But that seems to be it. So I would say that this is really not worth coming here. Unless you just absolutely want to. So we'll just sneak away. And then we'll head down to the Crimson Prospect. Prospect. I'll get those words right here in a minute. It's just right here. It's a little quicker and easier to do. I don't know. Maybe I could have run that quicker. All right. When you get here, yeah, there's a lot of them here. So what I normally do, I'll grab this. Let's see. There is usually, there it is, right there.
What a day it's been. I finally
Oh,
found
for
you.
crying out loud. Now, let's see. There's another one there. And over here. Barely make it out. Wait, he fell in the dirt. Okay. Or, I say in the dirt, he fell in a hole. Alright, let's see. There's another one. Alright, I think we'll start moving forward slowly. No, he's in here.
Come out and play with me.
Alright. See if we can find any more. Alright. Doggy. Dang it, doggy. Hate it when they do that. Alright. There is another turret right there. Now to get up in here, you'll need to go through here. There is some more personnel. There's a turret around here somewhere.
You're gonna be my new plaything.
Great. Alright, we'll do it the other way.
I get those goosebumps. Someone's near.
This way, let's see. Yep, back into caution. Alright. Up the stairs. Sometimes I wonder if this is actually worth it or not. I don't know. Oh. Grab this. Okay. Up. Usually nothing worth having in here. You ease through here. We haven't taken him out already. There's probably one here somewhere. There's a recipe. Already got that. There's also salt,
I'm
spices,
gonna pretend that didn't
pepper.
happen.
Okay.
I should be the boss. I really should.
Can't get their head, take their kneecaps out. Alright, now, before we go back that way, there's a way up. Here. There's usually one in here. Usually, there's a whiskey bottle in here that I like to, or whiskey in here that I like to get, but I just blew that up. So, that's not gonna happen. Nice of them. Alright, go back down here.
Come out, wherever you are.
In case you need cream, there's one right there.
Have to do everything myself.
Yes, yes, yes. Just like I have to do everything myself. Alright, when you come into here, Rad-X there, fragmentation. There is sometimes, yeah. No, it's over here. Okay, so sometimes if you look along here, salt. And then over here, you look around, that poison. There we go. There's a stealth boy. But other than that, I believe this area is done, but I'm just going to go up here and shoot homeboy because I feel like it. Okay. So now that we're cleared, we will leave this location. Alright, next one is Watonga Shopping Plaza. Now, if you haven't done the quest for this location, all the bots here will be unhappy with you. So that means every bot in the city is going to be wanting to kill you, basically, just like almost everything else in this game. So, not much of a difference. Alright. So, when we get here, Super Duper Mart right here. Now, the train station is right over there. So, the Watonga train station is right there. So, it's just right there. So, if you can get to that location, you can get here. If you need to. Now, when you come in here, you'll want to look along this shelves. Look along through here. Nothing usually on this side, but, well, shopping basket. Be careful back here. Sometimes there'll be something on these shelves and on those, but today nothing for me. Occasionally there'll be something through here. Not today, of course. Then we've got spices, sugar. And normally there we go, soap, pepper. Those soap always seem to be there for some reason. Oh, the toothpaste is antiseptic, by the way. Once you do that, go back this way and head toward that diner. And normally there is, you can see back there, one back there. When you turn to the right, there may be another one. Sometimes he's pathing off that way. And then sometimes you'll find another one. There it is. Right there. Yeah, I haven't done the quest for it yet. I'm working on it. Quest log is full. Feels like it anyway. Alright, menu in here. Again, checking the tables. There's some salt. Check these counters. Nothing. Oh, purified water. Always take that. Wine. No, don't need wine. We'll take pepper. And some salt. Check underneath. There's spices. Over here. Oh. Take those. Always take a phone. Circuitry. And of course, another recipe. And that is it for this location. From here, we're going to Lost Home. And yeah, I know this is a lot, and yeah, I know that it's kind of extensive. So if you just need certain things, just pick your best location, or the locations that can give you the most, and just use those. Alright. Still one more.
You're here. Stop hiding.
Okay. Right here. Salt. Pepper. Head down. Usually right here. Spices. And yeah, we had to kill them all, but yeah, you know what? They deserved it. While we're here, I'll just scrap some junk. Really don't need that. That's oil and plastics, so cooking oil's always fun to have. Alright. From here. Normally, I would say go to, Foundation, but I think I'm going to change that and go down to Rapidan. Now, that's a bit of a track, but what we'll do is we'll go here, then we're going to shoot back up. The Foundation, over the mountainside, then back down into this area for a couple of things, and then back up, and we'll be finishing up here somewhere. Anyway, we're going to shoot over to Rapidan, and you're going to love this place. Absolutely love this place if you want a fair bit of salt, what we're looking for. When you come out at that location, you'll need to go into the Brown House, and I'll show you where that's at. Watch yourselves when you come out, because there is a, well, he's right there. Look at that. Blew up a car. Cool. Oh, there is something that I do want from him, which is those things right there. Alright. Now, when you run through here, he's usually the only one that you have to worry about. Now, we're going to go to this location right here, and there's a little cabin right over there we'll be going to next. So, in we go.
Oh, hello.
All right.
Soaking up the garden again, I see. I hope
Just
that you're enjoying your
check.
stay
Here
at
we go.
Rapidan Camp.
Pepper, salt. You'll find that there's some board games and stuff around here as well. Let's see.
Oh, no.
That is not the location. That's the location. Okay. Underneath, right here.
Simply can't show wilting
Pepper, salt,
flowers at the
salt,
flower garden.
spices, more
You'll be the
spices.
laughing
Up
stock
here,
of the show.
salt, spices, more spices, and sugar. Alright, and then we'll check this side. more sugar,
The weather has been
salt,
simply
and pepper.
awful as of late.
So pretty decent little loot right there. We will run out the front. Sorry about that. Wow. You would think going out, well, it was raining and stuff. Never mind. Load screen takes a little bit longer. All right. From here, there it is. Right over there. Turn right. This is what they call the Prime Minister's cabin. There. This one, if I recall correctly, no, okay. More board games. And there you go. Right, in we go. We'll have a look see. There is some salt, some pepper. Really shame that they didn't leave some whiskey. Sorry. Alright, in here, sugar. Look upon these shelves here. Salt, spices, more sugar, spices. Look around, kitchen scales. Yeah, I want that. And here's a carrot. And then that's it. I don't use that, so alright. From here, we're going to pop up to foundation. To the exterior of foundation. Now this is just a short jaunt. You can run in, doesn't really matter because nothing's going to really fight you here, so you should be good. Only takes a minute at the most. Takes longer for the load time, so I'm not timing to see if it is actually a minute. I'm guessing it's that. So, all right. Right as you come in, grab this. No, not him.
Work the land now.
Grab the pepper. Then run back here and jump. And up here. Now, how you get up here is you can run along there, up that line, and then around. But I come in through here. As soon as you turn in, look for... What is that? I don't know. Anyway. Here it is right here. And that's it. That's all. It's just that quick and easy. From here, straight over to Mountainside bread and breakfast. Okay, well that's a new one. Okay, Mountainside bed and breakfast. That was all the boys getting together and playing for the vicious creatures. All right, this is our location here. You want to run up this set of stairs, straight. Hop in. Oh, guess we should get some water. Probably be a wise decision. And let's see. That gives no food. Sorry. That'll do it. That'll put us up there. Alright, so there's nothing here. Here. There we go. So you got salt, pepper. Yes, thank you. Over here, just need to double check. There it is. Spices. Sometimes, there it is. There can be a look at that. Cranberry relish. That is really good for people that are vegetarian or herbivore, I should say. That gives you insane amounts of XP. Like it's an additional 20% XP if I recall correctly. And then in here, you can grab some sugar and some whiskey, turpentine and that. And that's it for this location. So from here, we will go from Mountainside to Rollins. I believe that's right. Yes, Rollins. Just had to double check my list to make sure. This is actually taking longer than I thought it would, but it's cool. Alright, now that's my survival tent. I should have went there, but you don't really want to mess with any of these guys down in here because it's not necessary. You want to run over the, you want to, I don't really feel like dealing with them. Head over this way. There is going to be somebody up in this area. Usually. There he is. Take him out. Now, let's have a quick look-see through here. That guy can bother you. Oh, I missed. Didn't miss that one. What we got? I really didn't want to do this, but it is daylight, so it's not surprising. Please don't hide. I haven't murdered you yet. Okay. You know, thanks for, okay, doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to put that, so we'll pop down through here. Switch over to our beloved little pistol thing here. Get rid of him. Now, we can sneak through here. We don't really need anything from over there. So all we need to do is get up this stair, get up this stairs, and right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 salt. Easy. Also some throwing knives if need who, blah blah blah. Alright, from there we're out. We're moving on to Widow's Perch. It's just all kind of northeast of here. And of course we'll have to wait because we are surrounded by idiots. But that's fine. And we're on the move. So I know this seems like a long route, but I mean, one of the things is you can take each one as you see. Like Red Rocket Megastop and Rapidan and a few of these others. And you can go to the ones that like give you the most bang for your buck. I'm going through and giving you a route that will kind of cover if you want to do a lot of in one go, because this does add up. Like you get probably 200 odd pickups out of this, which is kind of a reset thing for everyone. So they're all dead. Okay, as soon as you come in here, all right, again. Salt, 2 salt, 1 neglect. Always seems to be there, no matter what. There's nothing really, unless you want a fusion core, there's nothing really more at this location. I just like grabbing the salt because salt's necessary. Okay, from here, we'll go to Overlook Cabin, which is right here. Now, when you get here, you're going to be mostly dealing with scorched, so they're not. It's not too bad. Now, what I'll do is I'll run this way. Depending on whether you have marsupial or not, you can probably get there from here. There you go. Phone clock, yeah. Sorry, nuclear material. Keep headed this way. In here, just for those that want to know, if you want lots of blocks, there are lots of blocks. Just so you know. Remember, lead and wood. So it's not going to hurt to grab those. I'll come back and get it myself. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Whatever. Okay. Salt, pepper, or salt. As per normal, check your areas. Cooking oil, sugar, empty milk bottle. Ah, look, we got some spices, industrial shortening, and there is a recipe here. Iguana soup. I think I'll take that. I'll have it. All right. That's it for here. So from here, we're going to head to White Springs Golf Club. Yes, yes, yes. This is always interesting. So, let's see here. Just need to check on a couple of things real quick. Okay. So, White Springs Golf Club. There's going to be a fair few, scorched in here, or ghouls, I should say. Alright. So, gotta go through the main entrance. There's nothing really downstairs that you need. So going downstairs is, never saw that there. Right. Take your left. Easy does it. Come around. Just sneak up in here. Now you might hear that in the background. Hear that? That noise? Yeah. That would be a Wendigo downstairs. This, we're going to go over here and grab some salt and pepper. There's another recipe here. Right away if you need it. Alright. Always need that. Alright. Alright. Now, back to grabbing this. This is syrup, believe it or not. It's one of the only places I've seen that has it. Of course, I haven't really been looking for it. There's some spices. Cotton yarn. What is cotton yarn doing on? I don't want to know. Don't want to know. We'll double check back here. These cake pans I normally take along with the cooking oil. There's, whoops, missed the salt. There's the salt. Okay. More pumpkin pie if you need it. So now grab it. Alright. Here's some more salt and pepper. Check. Oops. Sometimes when you're being sneaky, you don't realize you're as sneaky as you are. And see, here I am not paying attention, looking for salt and pepper, and oh, there's one right there. Double check. Okay. There's some salt on the floor. Go here. Okay, we're gonna enter here. There's gonna be some. There he is. Okay. Try not to let them get around behind you. Salt and pepper here. Okay. Just double check. Vegetable starch over here. Some salt. Just make sure you check around because there are places that I've actually found one. Where was it? On a table or something, I think one of the last times I was in here. So yeah, just check around. Helps when you put your light on. I think that's it, but there are also a couple of board games laying around somewhere. There's some salt right there. And that's it. We are done with this location. I always like to go in here and just do a quick check. There's some sugar. No, no whiskey. We'll look in here. Oh, can't look in there. All right, from here, we're going up to White Powder Winter Sports. Straight up. This location you only have to worry about when you get there. You'll want to be the ground floor. The ground floor has a cafe in it. That's the one you're looking for. Do watch out for some of the scorch. They are there. They'll sometimes be outside. So we'll have a quick look when we get there and see what we find. But there's usually always two inside the cafe. All right, here we go. Let's have a quick look, see what we got. Besides that one dead. And nope, missed it. I need to put a bigger. He acted like he knew where I was at. There we go. Oh, well. Didn't work out as planned. Where are they at? I don't see anymore. I could have swore I heard one though. Alright, let's switch back over. Actually, we'll switch to pistol. Right. Shouldn't be any more in here. That's upstairs. Okay, some salt and pepper. Always check your booze. Check here. Check your countertops. There's some salt right there. Let's do a double check. Make sure the pepper's not underneath. There's some salt and pepper. Come over here. There's some spices up top. Sugar. And a recipe. Also, cake pan and a hot dog. And another hot dog in the pan or in these two pans. So if you need some food, there you go. We'll just do a little quick check down here. Nope. And that is it. All right. From here, we're going to here, Horizon's Rest. Now, this has got super mutants. Fun and games. Actually, I don't mind super mutants. They do come up with some really funny stuff to say. But, yeah, they're a bit painful too. The dogs are the ones that really are a pain, I think, to me. Because it's like you don't hear them until they're like chomping on your butt, which is a bit rude. All right, so here you're going to be that's the only place you're going to want to go up in this area. So the quicker you can get this done, you have to remember you've got some over here. Alright, and there's usually a dog down here somewhere, so pay attention. There he is. Alright.
For days.
Just wait for it. Well, for me, I need to wait for it. For you, if you're just going in and smacking, hey, more power to you. Alright, we're going to move. So, up we go. This way, and then up here. Now, normally, you don't have to worry about it. You want to make sure nobody messes with you. There is the guy that was down here, and then there's usually one up in that top up there. There's nothing really up there that we need. So you want to come here, grab that. Grab the spices. Turn around.
Out sooner or later.
Salt, pepper. And mayonnaise on the top. That's it. Wait. Cans. Okay, I need the cans. 10 has, I didn't want that. 10 has, oh, what is it? Lead and steel, if I remember right. Let's look into the junk real quick. 10 cans. 10 cans. Steel and lead, yeah. So, believe me, get as much lead as you can because it's never going to go astray. And now we're going to Helvetia. Actually, you know what? We might just run that. Well, yeah, we're just going to run this. Because Helvetia is literally right there. And there's really nothing in... Okay, so the two houses, let me get over here to where you see, that house doesn't really have anything in it. And that house doesn't really have anything in it. So they're not really worth going to. This house, we'll just... I didn't really want to do it that way, but whatever. Okay, and here, pepper. Check here, spices. Check over here, just double check. Make sure nothing's there. Here we got some salt. Check in this back room, some salt there. Check. There, there. Okay, that's it. Go back out, come back in here. Here's some pepper. Look on there. Some salt. Check those. In here, we're going to grab spices, sugar. I don't need one. And there is usually, there it is, recipe for you. Okay, we'll go out the back door after we grab that pepper. Double check, nope. So after we grab the pepper, we'll go out the back door. We'll run over this way, head to this place right here. Nope. Open the door, check the windows. There's salt there. Some water, move over here. Should be some pepper, there it is. Right here should be some sugar, and there should be, there it is, spices. Somewhere in these windows is where you will find that. We'll go out the back door. Also, if you need honey, 4 honey right here usually. And more sugar. So then we'll move up here. I don't. Sit down. Up to him. Alright. Okay. Into here. Some industrial shortening. Some salt and pepper. Some spices. In here, there's usually cream. So if you need it, there it is. And that is, oh, I want that, I want that. Oh, cooking oil. Alright. And that's it for here. So, as you can see, that's that. Now, from here, up to Bowling Greens right here. Now there's more scorched here. That can be a little bit of everywhere, but start from over here. Run down this way. Obviously, if you do this, check, there it is. Up there. Take that one out. You'll have to go silent and violent, or you're just going to go pure violence here. Because there is one there, one there, usually one upstairs, right there. And there's usually one behind that sign, so I have to move up. There's more inside, but yeah, we'll have to move up. There he is. Take him out. Of course, there's going to be more in here. It helps if you turn off your light. For future reference, folks. Make sure you turn your light off, otherwise they'll see you. God, sometimes I'm an idiot. But, you know, I'm not hurting too bad, so it's fine. Okay, so we'll move in here. Alright, as soon as you get in here, take a right, come this way. Salt and pepper. As soon as you move back over here, more salt and pepper. Spices. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Head over here. And this table. Right there. Open the door. Alright. There's some spices. Blood pack if you want it. Another blood pack. Salt. Sugar. And there's a pipe pistol if you want it. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. I believe that's it for this location. And we will be moving to Portside Pub. This is Portside Pub right here. It's just right beside Mama Dolce's. So, pop up here. Oh, the wait time is killing me. Sorry about coughing so much, but I mean, honestly, this is the first time I've spoken this long in quite some time. I'm not really sure how long this video is going to be, but holy crap. Yeah. But we only have 3 locations left, and only one of them, the Portside Pub, is one that I would classify as you really want to have. Well, not really, but all right. So let's go on, see if we can't make this happen a little bit quicker. All right, up we go into here. All right. Oh, gotta go down the stairs. There's going to be at least one or two in here. Or usually there is. Hang on. Let's look over here. There's some board games if you need them. There's the salt. Okay. There should be. There it is. Salt and pepper back here. Then we'll move back behind the counter. Shotgun, shotgun shells, rum. Alright, into the kitchen. There is spices, more spices, industrial shortening. Just double checking. There is a recipe here. And some sugar. Always need that. Alright, now, we're out of here. So from the Portside Pub, normally what I'll do is I'll go to the Wayward. If you've done the quest for the Wayward's owner, Duchess, and you've completed it, when you go into the Wayward, there'll be, well, let's just go there. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm completely hidden and I still get this. It's amazing. But there's 2 salt and 2 pepper in the Wayward. I don't remember if I checked to see if there was any spices or not. We'll do that real quick. But I do know there's 2 salt and 2 pepper in there. And they're very unusual because they're smaller than the normal salt and peppers that you're seeing. But if you completed the quest that she gave you, just run in here. More load screens, of course. But I mean, if you're like me and like to have a fair bit of extra salt, pepper, and spices and stuff on hand, right here, as you can see, they're very small. Grab those. Don't know this dude, but he needs to get out of my way. Alright, salt, pepper. I don't remember. You can look back here. Yeah, I don't think she has any spices or sugar. So that's it for here. So we'll pop from here. We won't do the extra load screen. We'll pop down to Flatwoods. I say this, there was 3 left. There's actually 4. Wayward, 3, sorry. The Wayward, Flatwoods, and Hillfolk. Now, I wouldn't go to Hillfolk unless you just really wanted to have a couple more salts. One more salt and 1 more pepper. So it's not really one of those things I would necessarily do if you don't have to. However, down here, as you're running in, you go straight into here. Look here. There is normally a recipe. Salt. I always check that. Yeah, I will take that though. Alright. Run in here. Okay. Look here. Spices. Pepper. Always check over here as well, because sometimes they're over here and not here. Look over here. Nothing. Okay. Run out this door. Run over here. There's some cooking oil there. There is spices there. Salt, pepper, sugar. There we go. And while you're here, I believe it's Dilbert's is right here. So if you run into Dilbert's, you can pick up some Appalachia, the chili. And I think, yeah. Okay, then you go back out of here. And it's... Oh, for crying out loud. Run over here to this trailer. That's this trailer right there.
I know a guy who could fix that.
I know a guy that can fix it too. Thank you. Alright, pop this open. Run in here. And there's some salt. There are some squirrel bits. And spices. Now, each one is different when you come in here. So, yeah. One-eyed souvenir bear is also here. Just so you know. And that's about it for this particular one. And again, if you want to, you can go to the Hill Folk Hot Dogs, and in the trailer to the left, when you get there, not the big trailer, but the little camper trailer, turn to the left, and there'll be a salt and pepper, and sometimes, well, let's just go. Made it this far, it's the last one, might as well look. Instead of describing it, we'll just go. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to limit this as much as possible, keep time down, but yeah. Okay. So when you get here, mind you, if you want some mole rats, there's plenty of them to play with here. So let's go ahead and get them out of the way. Where you at, guys? Come on. You know you want to. Where you at? Where you at? Why did that look like there was I don't know. Anyway. There's also a police officer's cap here, but in here, salt, pepper, industrial shortening, and sometimes there will be other stuff in here. Oh, look, there it is. Instead of the spices, it was, yeah. Okay. And that's it, guys. Let me get out of here. Probably have to kill a couple more of these dudes here. But, let's see, where are they? He's underneath. Come on, dude. Love the graphics. Love it. So, this just takes us back to where we were. I'm going to pop up to my camp. Well, thank you guys. Hopefully this will help you in getting some stuff. But when we get back to the camp, I will actually bring up and show you how much salt, pepper, spices, and sugar we picked up. Note that I did not have any at all when we started. Let's see here. All right. So let's go to food and drink and down to pepper, 55. Very nice, very nice. Salt, 80. So that already gives you 100 and what? 100, 50, whatever. So salt is at 80. Pepper is at 55. That will bring us up to 135. Then you have the spices at 44. And you have sugar at 33. So it puts you up to 212 items that you collected. Not to mention anything else that you might have picked up, like sugar bombs or whiskey. So you would have already picked up like your 255 that you require for you to be able to go back and start another round with like the books or something like that. So it's an easy way to get that kind of done and out of the way. And it also gives you a fair bit to start cooking with. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that it took longer than I expected. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Take care.